Ready and waiting, that's the message from tourism operators on Australia's favourite holiday strip, the Gold Coast. They say once we can all travel again, they will be back in business.
Look, there's going to be a fierce competition for our visitors and for visitors around Australia.
Explore, we think it's going to be better than it's ever been.
It's going to be amazing.
The Gold Coast is beautifully positioned to manage this recovery and actually benefit from it.
We've seen a big increase of inquiries and even bookings for these holidays.
You wouldn't be going to Hobart in the middle of winter, would you? You'd come to the Gold Coast.
It's one of Australia's favourite holiday destinations, and why wouldn't it be when our winter is like summer? Tonight we'll reveal the bold plans tourism bosses are preparing to get visitors back here as soon as possible. For weeks, we've been stuck at home. Now restrictions are being eased and the ability to travel in our own backyard is finally on the horizon.
It's going to be great for Australians to get out and explore Australia amongst Australians.
Gold Coast tourism is wasting no time at all to lure you back to the glitter strip.
We plan to spend over the next 18 months $15 million on a highly targeted, highly effective marketing campaign to make sure that visitors return to the Gold Coast in droves.
Last year, the holiday hotspot welcomed a record 14.2 million visitors. This year, that number will be down by 10 million, costing the economy up to $4.3 billion. CEO of Destination Gold Coast, Annalise Batista, is hopeful families are planning their return.
We are under no illusions that it's going to be a particularly complex exercise and a challenging exercise to make sure that we get our share of visitors and spend.
It's hoped these June-July holidays will be the start of a long road to recovery. And while theme parks are eager to reopen, that date is still being determined. But other tourism operators are ready to go.
We've got a big sanitising regime in place and that will be here for the foreseeable future.
Andrew Hewitt is the General Manager of Big Four Gold Coast Holiday Park, which was forced to close to non-essential travellers. How relieved are you now hearing that restrictions might ease on June 12?
Extremely relieved and I think the whole country is relieved. We've already seen a big pickup in phone calls and social media engagement.
People are also eager to get back and enjoy the caravan and campsites, deluxe villas, pool and the country's tallest water park, with social distancing measures in place and changes to the check-in process.
Why should you get out of your car to sign a piece of paper when you can swipe an iPad and go straight to your accommodation?
Travel bloggers Miriam, Chris and the kids are regulars to Big Four parks.
Yeah, they've got a lot to offer. A lot to offer. It's amazing. Good fun. Yeah. Always have a great time.
Having just bought a brand new caravan before COVID hit, the pair are keen to get back on the road.
And we've seen a lot, but there's so much more to see. So it doesn't really worry me that we can't cross the borders because we've got so much more exploring that can be done right here in Queensland.
An attitude Gold Coast tourism industries are hoping everyone adopts, especially given accommodation has dropped from 80% occupation to 7%. But with restrictions easing, hotels, motels and parks are already doing their bit to entice you back. Australian Traveller Media co-founder Quentin Long.
As places come back online, you'll see stimulus pricing, so really good discounts coming online first.
This 2-bedroom apartment for a family of 4 at Broadbeach is offering a massive 50% off for 3 nights, now just $518. In Surfers Paradise, this family apartment also half price for 3 nights at $405. A bargain beachside stay at Coolangatta has 25% off for 3 nights. And Big Four Gold Coast is offering 20% off cabins, ranging from a 1-bedroom to a family deluxe.
Demand always dictates how much you pay, so you've got to try and beat the demand before it comes.
Also making the Gold Coast attractive is the promise of cheap airfares when borders open.
We'll have to slowly see how recovery looks, and then demand will probably meet pricing and prices will increase, but over a slower period of time.
We plan a highly targeted campaign that'll first entice the drive market back to the Gold Coast, then the domestic fly market, particularly from Melbourne and Sydney.
Remember, restrictions are being eased differently in each state and territory, so always check the terms, conditions and cancellation policy before making any booking.